So now I'll just touch briefly on the operations of MBBO. And this is going to be a little bit different to how we've operated in the past. So we've come up with a bit of a new organisational structure. So we do have a board. So we are a registered NGO in Australia. So we do have that board that maintains a statutory role. And then we have an MBBO executive who are core to overseeing the operations of MBBO. And in the past, that has included many board members, but also chairs of different committees who have been involved in different and diverse projects and working groups. This year, we are introducing a steering committee. And as part of this idea, we're planning on sort of bringing back together a core hub of people who have an interest in working on projects or outputs under the MBBO banner and supporting each other. And it might be around some of these key focus areas. So we have identified that for our region and for the interest that we currently have from our membership, that our focus areas include experiential learning, environment and climate change, training and capability, and building partnerships. And you'll get to hear a little bit about each of those areas in a moment. And we also have another core committee, which is our membership marketing and communications, because we've recognised how important it is to have that standalone and distinct focus group that is looking at how we sort of engage with our members and keep us all communicating. And you'll also hear about that committee a little bit more too. So the main focus for 2025 with our operations is the steering committee. So if anyone would like to join, please feel free to email at membership@mbbo.au to express your interest in joining. We'll be in touch. We do have some terms of reference for the group and I guess a bit of a more direction on how you might contribute. We do meet once a month is the intention. And the next steering committee meeting is on the 1st of April at 3 p.m. We have our meetings set on Tuesdays in the afternoon, so hopefully that would also work for anyone seeking to join. And the key activity of that steering committee is going to be supporting the operations of MBBO and the upcoming projects or engagement activities that we plan. So in that next steering committee meeting on the 1st of April, we're going to have a calendar of events and we're going to discuss what we see as being the focus for MBBO for each month. And that might be one lunchtime seminar, a webinar or presentation, and we'll assign different hosts and different members who are interested in coordinating. And a key benefit for members to do this we see is that we're very happy to promote members about their engagement through our LinkedIn page, our newsletters, and on our website. So if members are taking an active role and they're either personally involved in what the presentation is or just involved as a host for that presentation, we're still very happy to engage with the promotion of members under the MBBO banner. So if you have any questions about that, we can discuss some more towards the end. But now I'd just like to quickly highlight the current focus areas that we have for this year. And again, that comes from our MBBO structure that we've previously identified. But we're also happy to expand this if there are any members who have a particular interest or area that they would like to focus on and bring that to the steering committee. So at the moment, we do have some, champions who are championing these different focus areas. So we'll hear first from Joanne Law, who'll talk about the experiential learning. I'll then touch briefly on environment and climate change. Judith will talk about the training and capability. And I'm not sure if Susan's here, but we'll hear from someone about the partnerships. And then we'll hear from Rachel about the membership marketing and communications. And then I'll wrap that all up again with just a reminder about the steering committee and how you can join and be involved. So thank you, Joanne.
Yep, so the experiential learning focus area, we're really looking at how we can help peacemakers to bridge the gap between knowing and doing, and some of the strategies around that or the objectives that we have, connecting new mediators with experienced mediators, so that mentoring relationship, perhaps even participating in activities together. creating some opportunities for reflective practice and shared learning. So bringing people together, perhaps to look at case studies or to hear from someone about what they've done and share their expanding regional connections. So really seeking to expand out into our region to look for opportunities for learning and sharing. Yeah. And for anyone that's interested in getting involved in any of that, first step is to join MBBO. It's very inexpensive. It's $50, and if that's too much, you can always talk to us. It'd be great if we can get together as one of our first projects this year, our mentors and mentees. So if you're looking to share your experience or looking to gain experience, that's something to put your hand up about. Once we've had our steering committee meetings, I expect that we'll schedule some discussion and learning sessions, and we can provide a certificate for your professional development if you are an accredited mediator. We have in the past provided internship opportunities, and again, that's something that may develop out of this focus area. I don't think we have any going right at this moment, but it's certainly something that has happened in the past. And really looking to collaborate and grow this exchange of knowledge and sharing beyond just structured mediation, and really looking at how peacemaking skills can be used in all sorts of areas of conflict. That's it from
Thank
me.
you so much. Fantastic, Joanne. So just to highlight, pardon me, highlight another area of focus is the environment and climate change focus area. And this is just a very topical area, particularly around Oceania and with climate change. And Mediators Beyond Borders International have a climate change project group that they're currently meeting at around 2 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. So it's not particularly convenient for Oceania participants to engage. But we hope that if we do have any interested group members, that any of the discussions and forums that we hold within MBBO will also engage across with MBBI to ensure that there is that interconnectedness with that work and interest. So in terms of our plans for this year, we do have an MBBO member who's representing MBBO by attending a climate reality leadership training in Fiji in April. And we'll hopefully hear from him at a lunchtime seminar moving forward to share insights from that training. And we also hope that throughout this year, anyone who has this particular interest might like to share their experience or connect with peers or even engage in environmental projects on behalf of MBBO, and will come to the steering committee meetings and propose a project or plan for engagement. So in the past, for example, we have had members propose that MBBI write submissions to support or propose changes to climate change legislation, which we have done. And so we'd love some members to take on a leadership role in this space. Thank you. Now I'll hand over to Judith.
Hi, everyone. Just talking a little bit about the training and capabilities focus area. And what we really want to do this year here is to support our members to both receive but also provide training and expand their capabilities. And I think Claire has already spoken a little bit to how we see this operate, including through the lunchtime seminar series. And we would like to actively invite our members to come forward and make suggestions for topics that they would like to discuss. The first one, I believe, is planned for some in April in collaboration with Mediation Institute. So just watch your emails to see when there's a more formal invite coming through for that one. But again, noting that this is open to all our members to become involved, and we would really like to encourage people, should they have anything that they would like to share. We see this as a really great opportunity, beside what Claire just spoke about, the environmental focus area, around cross-cultural conflict resolution. We believe our members have a lot to offer here, and there would be so much scope for people to talk about what they're doing and for others to learn about that. Beyond those lunchtime seminars, we're also discussing possibilities of people putting together some written information about what they want to get across, and that we could facilitate for this to be distributed through the MBBO LinkedIn account. So if people have something that they would really like to share, this is another opportunity, I guess, for us to disseminate that information. Jo has just spoken a little bit about the mentorship and peer learning and the experiential learning, which could potentially fit in with the training and capabilities, but we feel it's like a separate area, which is why she spoke about that in some more detail. Some training that we have done in the past, for 1 year I ran a separate group about sustainable conflict engagement, because I felt it was a really good thing to bring this across to our members, and I made the proposition to meet on a monthly basis to provide some training and engage discussions. So if any members had anything specifically and they felt that their topic is so big that they would rather like to run something more regularly, there could be another opportunity, I guess. And I guess one of the visions that we have and that we see as something that could be both lying within our area of expertise, but also of being of great interest, is that of co-designing mediation training in different contexts. And we're in the process of developing some resources here. And again, we would really like to ask other members to come on board if they've done any work around that in the past, if they may want to spread the word about what they've done, and that we will actively also seek out future opportunities to become involved in that sort of work. I don't know if anyone else feels they would like to contribute anything that I may have forgotten. Please feel free to jump in. If not, I'm handing over to the next person.
Thanks, Judith. No, that was a great description. And again, hopefully the engagement in the steering committee will see the direction of the training and capability focus area come to life based on everyone's areas of interest. Thank you. I'll just touch briefly on this focus area, which is partnerships, in that we can see that there's lots of other organisations that do wonderful work across the Oceania region, and we would really like to envisage some strategic partnerships in the future. So if there are any members who would like to join the steering committee and highlight or promote a proposed partnership, that's an area that we see as being strategically important, and also to help with that cross-border, cross-cultural focus area that we sort of have in our strategic direction. Thank you. So I'll now hand over to Rachel to highlight the Communication, Marketing and Membership Committee.
All right, thank you, Claire. So kind of like the name of the committee, we focus on communication, marketing, and membership. So we have a couple different areas that we really focus on. So LinkedIn, newsletters, and the MBO website, we manage a lot of the back end on that and structuring the strategic plan and communication around that. We also do a lot of the back end when it comes to organizing online seminars and the community of practice events. We're also trying to work on developing, expanding MBBO branding, possibly into merchandise, because we want our members to be proud of the organization they're in. And then we also help with communication when it comes to our corporate partners and sponsors. We're always looking for more as well, if anybody's interested. For the next page. So what do we do? So for communication, we use a couple different resources. We use MailChimp to email out all the different information to our members. We use LinkedIn as well as another form of communication. We use YouTube to highlight past webinars, as well as we're considering doing a short series focusing on experts and different experiences that they've had. And then we use our website and webinars to also get information out as well. When it comes to marketing, we do graphic design, video editing, planning, and then a lot of logistics support. So we have a variety of people with different skill sets, and we're always looking for more members to join or suggest different projects if they have a particular skill set they want to contribute. And then for membership, which is probably one of the most important things we do, we focus on tracking members, doing the recruiting drives, seeing who are old members, who are new members, and trying to connect everybody together. If you want to go ahead and contact us, we can be reached at membership@mbbo.au. We always welcome more hands on deck. And if you see any area that we're lacking or have any suggestions, please reach out.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Rachel. And that also just highlights that we're not just looking at having people who have a particular peace building, conflict resolution, mediation focus to be a member of MBBO. It's really anyone with diverse skill sets who would see the work that we're doing as useful and important and want to contribute in some way. And so again, just to wrap that up, how we operationalize all these ideas and these focus areas. So again, we're aiming to coordinate and achieve these project outputs through the work of a steering committee. And so we're opening this up to any paid MBBO members. And as each of the presenters of these different focus areas have highlighted, our current plan is to host or co-host with partners activities, particularly focusing around lunchtime seminars or presentations that can be held at any time that suits, but maybe with a different topic area each month that is aligned with one of our areas of focus. And so in the steering committee, that's when we'll be allocating the responsibilities for different events. And that could be the actual presentation or the hosting skills or just the engagement of different facilitators, even engaging some peer-to-peer activities for engagements. And the benefit again to our members for this is to be able to receive the logistical support that the communications, marketing and membership committee can offer. So MBBO can provide a lot of that background behind the scenes support with all those different platforms Rachel just mentioned. And any other activities that we run on a bit of an ad hoc basis will depend on that motivation and time availability of our membership. But we can approach that by promoting that, reporting back on activities, using our LinkedIn account, newsletters, websites. And as I mentioned, we're very happy to promote contributions of any MBBO member and all MBBO activities. So please, yes, if you're interested in any of that support, engagement, sharing of ideas, or being involved in leadership, please get in touch.